One morning, as the sun rose over Asgard, Thor awoke to find his most prized possession missing, Mjolnir, his mighty hammer that could summon thunder and lightning. Panic set in as Thor turned his chambers upside down searching for it. Without Mjolnir, Thor felt vulnerable. The hammer wasn't just a weapon, it was the symbol of his strength and power. Thor rushed to the great hall of Asgard, where the gods had gathered. "Someone has stolen Mjolnir," he bellowed, his voice shaking the very foundations of the hall. The gods murmured amongst themselves, worried and uncertain. Without Mjolnir, Asgard was defenseless against their enemies. Loki, the cunning trickster god, stepped forward with a mischievous smile. "Let me find out who has taken your hammer, brother," he said confidently. Thor agreed, and Loki flew off, transforming into a falcon to cover ground quickly. Loki soared over mountains and valleys until he reached the icy realm of Jotunheim, home of the frost giants. There, he found Thrym, the king of the frost giants, lounging on his icy throne. Mjolnir was indeed there, buried deep underground, hidden from the gods. Thrym. Loki called out, "What have you done with Mjolnir?" Thrym chuckled, his laughter echoing like a rumble of distant thunder. "I have it," he admitted. "And I'll only return it on one condition. Freya, the beautiful goddess of love, must become my bride." Loki flew back to Asgard and shared Thrym's demand with the gods. Freya's face flushed with anger. "I would never marry a beast like Thrym," she snapped, her eyes blazing with fury. Thor, desperate to get Mjolnir back, turned to Loki. "What can we do?" Loki smirked, an idea already forming in his clever mind. "We'll trick him. You'll dress as Freya and go to Jotunheim pretending to be his bride." Thor's jaw dropped. "Dress as Freya? Me?" But Loki was persistent. The gods, though amused by the idea, agreed that it was the only way. Reluctantly, Thor allowed himself to be dressed in a bridal gown, complete with a veil that covered his face. Loki disguised himself as a bridesmaid, and together, they set off for Jotunheim. When they arrived at Thrym's palace, the frost giant was overjoyed to see his bride. He ordered a grand feast in celebration. As soon as the food was served, Thor, still disguised as Freya, devoured entire trays of roasted oxen and drank barrels of mead. Thrym's eyes widened in shock. "I've never seen a woman eat and drink like that," he exclaimed, leaning toward Loki in confusion. Thinking quickly, Loki said, "My lady hasn't eaten for 8 days and nights." She was too excited about the wedding to have a single bite. Thrym nodded, satisfied with the explanation, and the feast continued. When the time came for the wedding gifts to be presented, Thrym proudly called for Mjolnir to be brought forward. "Place it on her lap," Thrym said, "so that our union may be blessed." The moment Thor saw his hammer, a fierce determination sparked in his eyes. He grabbed Mjolnir with one swift motion, throwing off the veil and revealing his true identity. "You fool!" Thor roared. "I am Thor, god of thunder." Thunder roared in the sky, and lightning crackled in Thor's grip. He swung Mjolnir with all his might, striking down Thrym and the frost giants who dared approach him. The earth shook under the force of Thor's blows. The frost giants, terrified and overwhelmed by Thor's wrath, fled in all directions. When the dust settled, Thrym and his followers lay defeated. With Mjolnir in hand once more, Thor and Loki returned to Asgard. The gods cheered as they saw Thor walking back through the gates, victorious and proud. Loki, unable to resist a joke, said, "Thor, I must say, you made a beautiful bride." Thor rolled his eyes but smiled. "Never again, Loki. Never again." With Mjolnir back where it belonged, peace returned to Asgard. The gods knew that Thor's strength, combined with Loki's cunning, made them an unstoppable pair, even if it meant dressing up as a bride.